The message came at 2:14 p.m. Lunch with the boss, won't be long. I stared at it for longer than I should have. The heart wasn't the problem, it was the timing. She never sent hearts during work hours. I was supposed to be at the office, a meeting that got canceled an hour ago. I didn't tell her that. Instead, I sat in my car, outside the building, staring at her name on my phone like it was a word I didn't understand anymore. Something inside me whispered, "Go see for yourself." The restaurant was close, her favorite place. The one she'd once said was too romantic for work lunches. When I stepped inside, the world slowed. Conversations dimmed, cutlery softened. My eyes found her instantly, because they always did. She was laughing, head tilted, eyes bright, feeding a piece of cake to the man across from her, a man I'd seen once in a photo from her office party, her CEO. Her hand brushed his wrist as she passed him the fork. He smiled, like he owned the world, and she laughed again. The sound used to be mine. I didn't move at first. I couldn't. It was like watching a version of my life that didn't include me. When I finally walked toward them, I didn't think. I didn't breathe. I just sat at their table, silent, close enough to see the color drain from her face. "Hey," I said quietly. Her laughter froze mid-air. The CEO turned, confused, still chewing. I smiled. The kind that doesn't reach the eyes. "I thought you were working," she whispered. "I finished early." The silence that followed was dense, like the pause before an execution. She tried to speak, something about coincidence, a casual lunch, nothing serious, but her voice cracked under its own lies. He looked between us, sensing the fracture, maybe realizing he'd stepped into something irreversible. I said nothing, just watched her tremble behind the glass of water she tried to hold steady. That's when I saw it, the faint lipstick mark on his collar. Her shade, subtle but not invisible. A single red proof of everything I didn't want to believe. When she finally said, "It's not what it looks like," I almost laughed, because it was exactly what it looked like. The waiter came, asked if I needed anything. I told him no. I already had everything I needed. Then I stood up, told her to finish her lunch. She reached for my hand, but I stepped back. The man looked down, guilt written across his perfect shirt. "I'll see you at home," I said softly, then walked out. That night, she acted like nothing happened. Cooked, talked, smiled. I played along. I was good at pretending too. While she showered, I checked her phone. No messages, she'd deleted them. But she missed one thing, a contact saved under Project Lead. The chat was clean, except for one message she forgot to erase. "You looked beautiful today." I screenshotted it, sent it to myself, then deleted the evidence. Over the next week, I became methodical. I checked call logs, receipts, email drafts. I wasn't searching for closure. I was building a case. There were dinners she hadn't told me about, hotel bills disguised as business meetings, and a photo, half hidden in a cloud backup, of them together in a mirror. His hand around her waist. She had smiled in that one, the kind of smile she stopped giving me months ago. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I waited. Because anger is loud, and loud people make mistakes. I preferred silence. Silence cuts deeper. 2 weeks later, I had everything. Proof, dates, photos, even a hotel receipt with both their names. I printed it all, placed it neatly in an envelope. No words, no explanations. Just the truth. That night, she was sitting on the couch when I came home, watching something forgettable. She smiled when she saw me. It almost looked real. I handed her the envelope. "Open it," I said. Her hands trembled before she even knew why. When she saw the photos, she went still. Her lips parted, but no words came out. Tears filled her eyes, and for a second, I almost pitied her. Then she whispered, "How long have you known?" "Long enough," I said. She tried to explain, to call it a mistake, a phase, something meaningless. I watched her destroy herself with every word. I didn't yell, didn't cry. I just listened, detached, while the woman I thought I knew unraveled in front of me. Then, when she finally stopped talking, I asked one simple question. Was he worth it? She broke. The next day, I asked her to meet me at that same restaurant. She came, eyes swollen, trying to look composed. I had already spoken to her CEO that morning, sent him copies of everything, told him the affair was public knowledge now. He didn't respond. He didn't need to. His silence said enough. When she walked in, she looked around, expecting him. But it was only me. I stood, motioned to the chair opposite. She sat, hesitant. "Why here?" she whispered. "Closure," I said. She opened her mouth to speak, but I interrupted. "He's been removed from the company. HR received the documents this morning. Affairs between executives and subordinates are a breach of ethics policy." Her face paled. "You didn't?" "I did." Her eyes glistened, not with guilt this time, with fear. "I didn't ruin you," I said quietly. "You did that yourself. I just stopped pretending not to see it." Then I stood up, left some cash on the table, and walked away. This time, for good. I didn't look back. The city felt colder, sharper, more honest. For the first time in months, I could breathe. People think betrayal shatters you. It doesn't. It carves you open, so you can finally see what was rotting inside. She called that night. I didn't answer. Texted, begged, apologized. I turned off my phone. In the quiet, I realized something. I hadn't lost her. She'd lost me, and that was the real punishment. When I walked into that restaurant the first time, I froze. When I walked out the second, I didn't feel anything at all. Final line. Her betrayal ended the marriage. My silence ended her world.